Look who we found. Oh, he even smells good too. Oh yeah, look at these wheels. They got them all oiled up and looking pretty. Good deal. So Big Brute's hanging out at the Titan Tire booth here at the Farm Progress Show in Decatur, Illinois. Tomorrow the show opens and all kinds of people are gonna be walking around touching this thing. So touch all you want. We don't mind. I can always throw more paint on it. Besides, as you can see, it needs more paint. So yes, feel free. There's our blue light package I put on it. I'll be getting good use of this thing real soon, real soon, real soon. All right, on to the next thing. This. It's so big. It's huge. That is interesting, I like it. Wow. So those are the pins that Leg Arms machined. Right there and right there. Isn't that cool? So this is the new 700 Big Bud, Series 5. It's got the Series 4 design mixed with some new updates. They're still working on it. It's not done yet. Obviously the ladders aren't on it. They're still working on the hood, still designing it. They had to upgrade the cooling package in it, which meant putting intercoolers on the sides of the radiator, which meant putting a lot bigger hood on the front of it. So it's just gonna keep evolving until they get it where they want it. The tractor itself is solid. The frame, powertrain, all that's where they want it. They're still working on the cab a little bit, the hood, but when they get it where they want it, I think it's gonna be quite a tractor. I'm excited, so best of luck, but I am. Yeah, that looks pretty mean. So my feet were hurting. I was like, I need a ride. And I asked this gentleman, can you give me a ride? So he's showing me around.
You haven't got the bill yet. The meter's been running.
He's got some sweet wheels on it. Those look new, there's still tags on them. You just put those on?
I did.
Those aren't Titan branded.
I want people to know we can afford new tires.
Look at those wheels. Come on, he's got carbon fiber. Look at that. Look at that.
That's what
these guys roll. Oh well. Anyways, got the Brown family here. All of them. So we're rolling together. I don't know what we're doing. Something fun.
We don't need it.
He's a good driver though. I'd recommend, if you guys need a golf cart ride, your feet hurt, call Brian up. Brian Brown. He's got it. And he's got a YouTube channel too. Brian's Farm Videos.
Work for tips.
He's good at that. Okay, let's see where we're going.
Well, good morning. We're here at the Farm Progress 2023, and we're gonna go have some fun. So why don't you tag along for a little bit? You know what's really cool? Look at this sprayer right here. They wrapped it in the American flag. Isn't that kind of sweet? I mean, to be honest, we need somebody to wrap our big buds in the American flag, I think, or the Montanan flag. But anyways, I thought that was a pretty neat thing for the show. Maybe we'll get it on the farm, hopefully. What do you guys think? Should we have that thing on the farm? I think we should. But anyways, yeah, they got some pretty fun toys around here, and to be honest, I would love to have a piece of every one of these toys to play on the farm, but that's me being greedy and selfish, so I can't do that, right? But yeah, let's go see some fun stuff. Who is that guy?
We are headed over to the grain bins. We've got a wheat cleaning operation going on right now, and so we set it up yesterday. Andy from Pride Grain, Clean Grain, looking to make sure I look both ways. Did you look both ways, Cody? I think he looked one way, and that is, where's the rabbits? Anyway, we're gonna head over and check. I just moved the truck over there and then came back, grabbed the camera, and I'll show you what's going on. And then we'll all be in the know. Yeah, this will be one of the last times I'm running this truck. We got an update that's gonna happen in the shop this winter. So it's gonna be a cool update for this truck. So let's see if we get there. Yeah, we got air, boys. Okay, I'm gonna drive this around and get in position for emptying the next loads. There'll only be that blue peat load, and then also this one is about all that'll be the winter wheat that we've got to clean. So this way, instead of waiting to unload that blue and then swing her back around for him to clean back in again, we just have this available. So I'm just going to get into position. Hopefully it doesn't take my position on the farm. Okay, get this one filled. Okay, we're over here at our bin site. Get the shadows there. Maybe you don't need to see my mug that well. This is winter wheat we're cleaning. We're hoping to see a little bit of winter wheat this fall, and so we need to get a little bit clean. I'm going to show you the cleaning truck. So this is the cleaning truck. Now it has a number of decent seeds, but which in the process you got to take out. If you want to really size, you've got to be able to take out the smaller. Now here I'm going to show you wild oats. This is the reason why we don't clean with our cleaner. This one right here. See these oats? Look, there's one. There's one right there. Let me shake it. There's a big one. And our cleaner will take out most of them, but it won't take out all of them. Interesting for those kind of curious. This is a 64, almost 65 Dodge Truck 500. We had two of these. You've seen them in the videos. We no longer use them, but they were a great truck for my uncle. My uncle wasn't very tall. He was a little shorter, and so when they were unloading on the goad with the combine and the two were running alongside the field together, you know, a pair, you needed to look, because it was really hard for the combine operator to move back and forth and move the auger, because the auger didn't move. So the truck had to go back and forth. And so he was short. And what was neat about these trucks is you had to step in, but you also had an upper step. And he could take like this, put his feet on the foot feet and the steering wheel, and he could look back. See, you see from where my height, you could see where the wheat was piling from the combine auger as you were dumping on the go, and he could see that. So that was what was cool about that, is it had that extra step there for especially short guys, or shorter.
Well, we got some visitors on the farm today. Well, one in particular. You guys recognize this face. Skeeter? Skeeter, tell us a little about yourself.
Oh, we've been telling a lot of stories today. My main thing, you guys, is off-road recovery. I'm part of the Yankum Ropes family. You know, I used to work for Matt's Off-Road. Now I work for Heavy D.
And you guys seen a few of those ropes around here too, right? He's seen a few ropes. That Hook's seen a few ropes. I was gonna actually plan a stuck moment for you guys with that thing. I just figured you guys are too smart, and you'd realize that we did it on purpose.
Yeah, you'd be like, okay, one of the Yankum guys is coming up.
Yeah, we can to pull a tractor out. So all right, well, we won't happen. Well, anyways, so we got
organic. I'll come back.
There we go.
We could fly my boss's helicopter up here. How about that? He'll come up if it's good enough recovery.
I'll make a helicopter pad for him. We're 2 miles from the airport. So you came up here for a reason, though.
Yeah.
To use us, really.
Yeah. These guys are the big tire masters. I was like, who might have a pile of old monster truck tires laying around?
So we found a couple for him. So he's got a project he's gonna be doing here, and so like, yeah, you could borrow them. We want them back, but you could borrow them for a little while.
That's right.
No.
I'll bring them back, and then you can bury them, use them as culverts.
So, but we just thought we'd bring him in here. He wanted to see the big bud. There, you saw it. Good.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one on the road too. Your neighbors, and I was so excited. I thought it was you guys. I pulled over and I was filming it.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
No. Anyways, well, it's cool to have you, Skeeter, and we'll let's go find those tires.
Yeah, let's go check
I've
it
got them scattered all around. We gotta get the tractor and a chain. Somebody's got the skid steer over at their house site build, so it's not here to pick up tires. So we'll use the Magnum. So it's right back here. It's the big bud right back here. I don't know if this would work. Sometimes we've done that. We hooked under the bead there.
Idea.
So we could throw this chain over the top of the bucket. I've got there's a bar underneath here. I could just curl the bucket up. We wrap around that tube, and then I can just pick it up. But let me move this out of the way. Cameraman business.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know if I can just shorten this chain up, grab the end here, and I can just kind of tilt it up and set it down. I have my skid steer at the house site, so that even hook those very well. Oh yeah, it does. Got a little closer here.
We can re-rig this.
I could probably just do it on.
If you shorten it up enough.
I can fuck that one up.
Just push it over with the bucket.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to stagger them, I think.
And this has a tube in it.
Okay.
So if that tube works, yeah, feel free to use it.
I saw that fertilizer place, I think, on the road. Was that their friend?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys have a pile. They collect all kinds of stuff. That's where we bought Big Group from to build him. Was that truck there? These things you can manhandle, but I could, as long as I don't shove your Jeep around, I could just push it up 2 ways.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, just push it up.
Get it up here.
Yeah. I think if we put one here, then one there, then one, are they gonna fit or not?
Yeah, we'll make them fit.
One of them might have to go upright.
We'll make them fit. All
If
right, well,
worst case scenario, we can put the two in the front upright.
well, this one will stay here just like this right now. I don't think your hitch should be fine.
I think I like the idea of putting the two in the front upright,
Okay.
and then one right there. And then, so that'll be 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4.
That way your weight's in the front. Perfect.
Yeah,
Well, let's go to the next tire.
yeah.
Just
So
find
don't push it any further forward.
All right, oh, there's hat. Found number 2, not this one. You don't want that one. Well, you probably do want that one.
Might be a skunk.
Skunks, we got a tube. So this is the better one. This one's got a real good core. This was on a spreader truck, so you can see a road on the pavement.
Yeah, yeah.
But you don't care about that, right?
I don't care. They're just borrowing. They're just borrowing them.
That's right. We get them back. We get them back. Yeah, we'll get them back. Plus maybe the trucks are on. All right, last tires. Somewhere in here I've got some tires for Skeeter. I told him we had tires. There's hopefully a good one here, right there. Let's take that one, right there. Perfect. How'd you find our channel then?
I'm a farmer, man.
Are you really?
Yeah. I grew up on a farm. We had 800 head of cattle, you know. So.
We don't have
So you
one.
But
call
now
them
we have
ranchers
now
or
we have
farmers?
40 acres.
That's 800 times more than we've ever had.
We have a couple hundred just tree acres, like you know.
Well, you have trees?
Deserty. You know what
What's
they
that
say
like?
about Eastern Montana? Trees are like beautiful women. They're everywhere. There's as many beautiful women as there is trees out here.
I imported my wife from Detroit, and yours was from Buffalo, New
Technically,
York.
Yeah, pretty much New York.
So we did go a little way far away to get them, but
We had to get new blood. There's a reason for that.
we're bringing up another generation of improving the statistics here.
Danish
Sorry to all you
Dutch and
Montana
not up
women.
to
No,
much.
you're beautiful.
That's funny.
Our
Heard
Montana
that
women
one?
are beautiful.
You heard that before?
What is that?
Danish and Dutch, not up to much.
I've not heard that. We're Norwegian and German, so.
Yeah, pretty much a little bit.
So Skeeter here's got some big plans for these tires. I think, are we allowed to say what you kind of got in mind, or is this going to be in a video?
It's a hope and a dream. It's gonna be a miracle if I can actually do it.
He's
I don't have that oil rig money anymore, you guys.
going to add 2 more of these monsters to it, and it's going to have some massive axles.
Oh yeah.
It'll probably have an engine.
Yeah. Fab Rats actually dropped a video today, which will be however long on your channel, a couple
Yeah,
weeks or
yeah,
whatever.
probably,
But they did it. It kind of shows it. You'll see it on my channel. Skeeter Builds It. It's 3-axle, 6-wheel steer.
Oh man,
Each axle pivots in the middle. It's got a walking beam rear suspension.
it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. The inner building us is wanting to go down to Utah and get some stick time on that welder.
So in answer to your question, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it, but if I fail, it's going to
Well-
be a spectacular failure.
We'll help him get one step closer to success, and a little encouragement along the way. No, it's all good. But yeah, it's been fun having Skeeter on site.
Yeah.
He took some of our junk away from, not junk, some of our glorious tires from us.
I can like to continue the big Bud legacy
Yeah.
by having big Bud tires on my record.
those babies have tilled a lot of ground around here.
So cool that they're your grandpa's tires.
Yeah, those are my Gramps tires. Sorry, Grandpa. He'd be okay with this. I actually really curious to know what he would think about all this. But
We'll take them to some truck pulls. We can plow a field.
yeah, there you go. There you go. So, with all that said, yeah, Skeeter Builds. Check out the channel.
Skeeter Builds It.
Yeah, Skeeter Builds It.
Yeah,
Skeeter
Skeeter.
Builds It. It's going to be awesome. So, stay tuned. Big truck, big things. And then maybe we'll copy him, do the same thing.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You guys are awesome. I'm just borrowing them.
Yeah, he's just borrowing them. They'll be back. They'll be back. We'll hold them to it.
Bring
All right.
the truck up here. And these ones, there might be some that are good for girls. Do you see any? Look, there's Eagle.
Oh. Rosie likes deer, right?
You like deer? She's like, not really.
She likes diesel trucks, right, Rosie? Oh.
She's like,
But okay, you like beards though. Well, Daddy tries to grow them, and you tell me to shave my face.
Next time I'll bring you something cooler for girls.
Okay, buddy.
Okay. Well, we're about 70 some miles away from home, down in Shelby, Montana, southwest of our place, right along the Rocky Mountains. They're hosting a 40th annual thrashing bee. As you can see, they have a lot of old equipment we're going to take a look at, and a few festivities and enjoy this afternoon. So you guys want to come along, grab a cold one, and follow along. That's cool. A miniature steam engine modeled after an old case. And it actually is running by wood and coal. These are old hay rakes where they used to cut the hay, lay it down. They had a kind of a rake that'd rake it up into piles, and then these would pick up those piles and dump it into big stacks. So my wife actually come from in Big Timber, where they actually stacked hay for the winter. Very similar. Okay, this brings back some memories for me. I cut my teeth running a Super 90. Well, actually, I think it was just a Super 90. It wasn't a 92. But very similar to this vintage. This is a little bit older than those, but a lot of memories have been brought back of running, a lot of levers to make it work. I think it didn't. I don't think it had hydraulic steering at that time, as this one doesn't. I remember the fuel tank, and then of course the hopper. And this here is probably a 14 foot. I had a 16 foot on my 90. Yeah, that does bring back memories. I remember being on this with wind coming from your backside, blowing all the chaff over on you, and you would sit there kind of hunched over. You'd throw your collar down. I had goggles, and you sit there and you just kind of wouldn't move, because if you're cutting barley, you know how those who are around barley, how well it makes you itch. And so you're sitting there, running this, back and forth, looking for rocks. And then when you turn around and you start cutting the other way, it just seems like the whole world was opened up to you. Everything was nice. You got a fresh breeze. And that's the way it was. It seemed like the wind would always come out of the north if you're cutting north to south long fields. But yeah, I do remember this one. An old one-room schoolhouse, which dotted the country throughout all of the rural America. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, There was probably about 11, 12 desks in here, and had one teacher that taught all grades, who had been first grade right on through 8th grade. So this is where the real learning took place. Okay, we're getting ready for the thrashing part of the show. We're getting the steam engine lined up so they can get the belt stretched to the pulley. And then they're going to start shucking some wheat stalks in there, and we'll see this harvester work.